Right, let's get it the right way around. There we go. This probably has been the biggest revolution almost to night shooting there has been since night vision first came in. The huge advantage you have with thermal is that you will see everything that's out in the field, providing its body temperature is above the current ambient temperature. If you look at a field with any night vision, no matter how good it is, if the fox has got its backside towards you or the rabbit's partially obscured by a clump of grass, you won't see it. With thermal, it will pick up any little tiny part. So if you see a fox coming down a field and it goes behind a hedge, you'll see flashes of the image as it passes. Pulsar brought out their original HD 38 thermal imager spotter, which is identical to look at to this one. This was the follow-up, the HD 38S, which I found absolutely perfect. There's now the latest model, which is the HD 50S, which is better again. People coming into night vision for the first time, it's a very confusing field. There's so much, you hear so much on the internet sites of what's best, what's good, what's not so good. The only way you will ever learn what is good is to try a whole load of them, which isn't always possible. Again, Scott Country have a loan scheme where for a deposit you can try something and then decide whether you want it. Thermal imaging is not so complex because most of them, be it the pulsar, the FLIR, the guide, they all work perfectly well. They've all got different characteristics, and some people find one better than the other. This will pick up a fox out to, we'll say, 300, 350 yards, larger animals, deer, at greater distances. But for all intents and purposes, you don't need to spot anything further than 300 yards away. This little item is the Pulsar Apex thermal scope. It's built around the Pulsar HD 50S, same unit as is used in here, only in the form of a scope. Has various, as all these night vision units have, brightness controls, switch to white hot or black hot, there's all sorts, and focusing, you've got it all on there. There's a lot made about identifying your quarry, and the fear with some people with a thermal scope is because you're getting an image, you're not seeing the actual creature, you're seeing the heat signature it's giving, which will at distance be blurred. So you can look across a field 250 yards away and you'll say, that looks like a fox. If you had to put your house on the fact it is a fox at that moment, you wouldn't risk it. All you know is it's bigger than rabbits. Out to 150 yards, you will identify it clearly. But if you know anything about shooting, and you've done a lot of it, you'll learn very quickly to identify 95% at longer ranges by the way it moves, where it is. Your two conflicting ones largely are foxes and badgers. I think the ideal situation would probably be, and I have little doubt that one day it'll come, that you'll have a combined scope with thermal and night vision in it. It'll be expensive, I guess, but that doesn't seem to make a difference these days. There's an awful lot of expensive gear sold. It's a fast-moving business, night vision, of all sorts, image intensifier, digital. If I was starting off again, I wouldn't be despondent thinking, well, I've bought an Apex, I know that within a year there'll be something better than an Apex, because I have little doubt there will be. But that doesn't really matter if your Apex does the job.